Hey guys, this is Tension bringing you another Raid Shadow Legends video. I haven't do this one again because I just realized I did a whole video and didn't have the sound on. So that's a little bit annoying. So rule of thumb, always check your settings before you do anything. But today I'm going to be doing a Golden Reaper guide. I recently just pulled this champion a few days ago for my monthly Void Shard. And let me tell you, I did not even know about the champion when I pulled it. I read the abilities, I was like, huh, these look a little broken. And then once I kind of figured it out more, I was like, this is a really good champion. So I immediately stopped working on whatever I was working on, invested all my time and energy into this champion, and I'll show you why. Golden Reaper is a replacement for Apothecary and oh shit, I moved my video. Hold on. Apothecary and this champion because let me show you why. Most times when we have these champions, the speed boost it does, a turn meter change is 15% for allies. Same thing with Apothecary. It's a speed. This one's 30% speed, 15%. Golden Reaper has this ability, 30% increased speed, and a 20% turn meter boost, along with a decreased turn meter by 20%. This is a wonderful champion. Maybe not replaced for Clan Boss because its A1 is only one hit. So let's actually review the abilities real fast. A1, 30% chance, attack one enemy one time. 30% chance of decreasing cooldown of a random ally skill by one turn. Alright, let's stop for a second. So with books, this is 50%. 50% chance to decrease an ally skill. So the reason why Painkeeper was so broken and the nerfs were actually understandable is because anytime you can reduce an ally skill, it is a broken ability. And the reason being is a lot of the ally skills are calibrated or set up to a way to where they're not OP and broken. So for example, think about a champion who would have a unkillable buff. Usually those unkillable buffs have it to where there's a turn or two where it won't go, you won't be able to cast it again. If this ability goes off and chooses that ability, then you can, in theory, keep certain buffs up at all times or all debuffs up at some time. Really great ability. A2 is an attack all enemies, 50% chance, 75 of books, of placing a 50% decreased attack buff for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. Decreased attack is a wonderful thing. It's one of the most important debuffs in the game. Not only that, though, is it decreases turn meter by each target by 20% if they're not under attack buff. So anytime you have turn manipulation, good or bad, so I mean you increase yours, decrease the enemies, it is probably the best ability in the game for Arena. So this is a wonderful ability right off the bat. Then we went over this one. Increased speed by 30, and then above the average, which is 15, and a 20% increased turn meter buff on a 3-turn cooldown with books. Been unlucky, I put like 10 books in this person, still haven't got this one, so I'm a little annoyed, but... So, why is this broken? Well, most champions are going to have the 15% increased buff. This one is 20. So if you have similar speed in Arena, the extra 5% is a big difference. If you have a champion with 100 base speed, that is 5 more speed added on top of the 15%. So, wonderful ability on a 3-turn cooldown. Amazing ability, amazing champion, and it's void. So, one of the biggest things you run in Arena is Apothecary is great, but it's magic. So, if you run into a team that is Force, Apothecary just gets countered. Void champions are wonderful when they're like this, especially when they just buff your other teammates because you can throw them into any team composition. Great champion. I am playing around with the Masters now. I was going down the support and max tree. I was going to get War Masters, but he only hits twice. I'm not sure if it's really worth it. I'm thinking it'd be better to go down the support tree all the way, but I am going to figure it out. I'm going to be running some tests. I still have my one reset, which I haven't used yet. So once I run some tests, figure some stuff out, do the math, I'm going to do the masteries. But for now, I'm going down the offensive and support tree, getting their buffs up, going down there. Wonderful champion, guys. Let me just show you a quick run in Arena real fast. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's just start right here. It's a pretty strong team over here. My speed is insane on this champion, so it should go first automatically. So gonna increase speed. Going to AoE, put some bombs on some people. No bombs, but anyway. Gonna AoE. Boom. I'm actually gonna go for the kill. Hit him 4 times here. Boom. That's how it works. Give me that speed buff. Oh, here's one. Got a good speed buff, so it's about equal. So it turns out who has the higher speed. We're gonna see. Looks like I got him beat a little bit, so boom, it should be a win. Oh, almost clicked the wrong ability. And most of them are alive, so I'm going to go for the stuns here. Went for the kill. Bam. There you got it, guys. There you have it, guys. This Golden Reaper is a wonderful champion. I am so excited to have this champion. I can't wait to try it out more, get the gear optimized. Let me go ahead and go over the gear since I kind of neglected that real fast. As with any speed manipulation champion, you want speed on them as their primary stat, hands down. Speed, HP, defense, and then accuracy. I am a big, so as you can see, I have all speed sets with one divine speed. I am a big believer that you should always have crit gloves almost no matter what, except in certain situations, because anytime you can have crit on a champion, it increases your damage pretty significantly. Anytime you're critting, whatever your crit damage is, mine's at 100%, doing double damage when they crit. So when they are hitting people, they're not doing neglectable damage. I have defense percent chest, just because it was a good chest I had. It had high crit rate, high speed, high attack. This one's either defense percentage or HP percentage. Defense percentage is always good because you do get diminishing returns once it gets high enough, but you always want to have a certain threshold of defense. That way your champion's not getting one shot. There's a wonderful video on the actual Raid Champions YouTube about how these stats work, so I'd recommend watching that. But yeah, so the defense percent or HP percent is fine on the chest piece. Obviously, boots are always going to be speed almost in every single situation, just hands down. I do not have very many relics, artifacts from the spider for this class. I don't know what it is. I've run spider hundreds of times, and as you can see from my other ones, I usually have a pretty good variety, and I sell a lot of the lower ones, especially the greens. I just cannot get these to drop. So what I have right now is attack, but it has HP and defense percentage, which is pretty good actually. I have crit damage because, again, anytime you have crit, you want to have at least 100% crit damage, if not more, just to have damage. And then also because this is my only one. And last, accuracy. Almost always, unless a champion has no abilities that has any kind of debuff potential, you always want to have some accuracy, because if you have no accuracy at all, you're never going to land those extra abilities or those extra debuffs, which is a big factor in most fights. So usually when you have the accuracy banner, the accuracy you get from the other substats should be around 100 once it's maxed out, if not a little bit more, and that should be sufficient for any champion that has debuff abilities. Okay, that was my guide on Golden Reaper. I'll be releasing more videos soon, guys. I'll be going through some of the events. I know there's some backlash or other events recently. I'll give you my opinion. I agree 100% with the backlash. They need to be more transparent, but I'll give you my thoughts and theories about events and how to approach them with the mindset. As always, sub to the channel if you like the content. I'm really trying to get up to 1,000 subs. That way I can partnership with this game so they take my advice, listen to me. Give me a like, comment below, and thanks for stopping by. Until next time.